sagutin ang mga gawain. Isagawa ang mga gawain sa aralin na naitakda sa bawat araw. Siguruhin na personal mong sasagutin muna ang mga gawain o pagsasanay bago ka sumangguni sa mga susing kasagutan na nasa huling bahagi ng module. Sagutin mo muna batay sa sarili mong kaalaman ang bahaging subukin bago mo tingnan ang mga susing sagot. Gayon din sa bahaging tuklasin, suriin, pagyamanin, isaisip, isagawa at tayahin. Gawin o sagutin mo muna sa personal mong kaalaman at pag-unawa bago sumangguni sa mga susing kasagutan. Kung natatandaan mo ang natutuhan mo noon sa ika-5 baitang, narito ang mga pamantayan tungkol sa maayos na pagtatanong at pagsagot ng mga tanong. Una, maikli lang ang inaasahang sagot. Pangalawa, bago sumagot sa mga tanong na ano, ano-ano, sino, sino-sino, kailan, saan, bakit at paano, mabuting tumigil muna sumandali at suriing mabuti ang nilalaman ng tanong upang makatiyak na tumpak ang magiging kasagutan. Halimbawa, tingnan natin ang talahanayan. May tanong para sa isahan, maramihan. So ang sagot ay nababatay sa kung ilan ang tinatanong na sagot. Ang mga tanong na nagsisimula sa bakit at paano ay nangangailangan ng mas malalimang pangunawa upang makasagot ng maayos at tama. Ang bakit ay kadalasang humihingi ng mga dahilan ng pangyayari, samantalang ang paano ay humihingi ng mga kasagutang na patutungkol sa pamamaraan. Halimbawa, bakit nagkaroon uli ng lockdown sa Kamaynilahan? Sagot, upang mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga ospital at pamahalaan na muling ilatag ang estratehiya sa pagpigil ng pagkalat ng virus. Isa pang halimbawa, paano pipigilan ang pagkalat ng COVID? Sagot, paiigtingin ng pamahalaan ang wastong contact tracing at pagpapalawak ng COVID testing. Sa bawat kwento, seleksyon o anumang binabasa natin, siguraduhing may mapupulot kang aral dito. Lahat ng mga kaalamang ito ay malilinang mo kapag nagawa mo ang lahat ng aktibidad na nakapaloob sa module. Sana ay kagigiliwan mo ang mga gawain sa module na ito. Tandaan mo, nakaantabay lang ako sakaling mayroon kang isasangguni o itatanong.
Hi, great morning, young mathematicians. I'm Linden, your math teacher for today. We will be using the module developed by Ma'am Eileen Sabino. Before we start the lesson, may I remind you to take the pre-test or what I know to determine the level of your knowledge in this module. Please be guided with the instructions written in this module. And to the parents and guardians, please do assist our learners to facilitate understanding. This video module will help you a lot. Are you ready? Today, We will learn how to multiply numbers up to 3 digits by 2 to 3 digits numbers without and with regrouping. Let us start our lesson with a short review. When you were in grade 3, you learned how to multiply 3 digits number by 1 digit number without and without regrouping. Let's have an example. Let's study the parts of multiplication. 365 will be the multiplicand and 2 will be multiplier. So to find the product, we start from left to right. 2 times 5 will give you 10. Regroup it to tens. 6 times 2 will be 12, plus 1, it will give you 13. Regroup it to hundreds. 2 times 3 will be 6 and you add 100s. It will give you 7. Therefore, the product is 730. Excellent job! Let's have more. We now proceed and learn how to multiply 3 digit by 3 digit without regrouping. Here are the steps. 123 times 131. 123 will be your multiplicand and 131 will be your multiplier. First, we have to get the partial product. We start from ones. 1 times 123 will give you 123. That would be your first partial product. Next, we proceed with tens. 123 times 3. The product will be 369. So that would be your second partial product. Next would be hundreds. 123 times 1. It will give you 123 and that would be your third partial product. We start summing up the product. We start from left going to the right. So we come up with 16,113 and that would be your final product. Did you get it? Very good. Nice job. Let's now apply how to multiply. What is your favorite fruit? Is it mango or avocado? These fruits are in season and very rich in vitamins. Now, let's read the problem. Grade 4 class plans to plant fruit-bearing trees. Their class advisor assigned her 54 learners to go plant mango seedlings. She gave 315 seedlings to each learner. How many seedlings will they plant in all this rainy season? What do you need to find out? We need to find out how many seedlings they will plant. What data are available? 132 seedlings and 54 learners. Are the data sufficient? Yes. What operation should we use to find the answer to the problem? Multiplication. Very good. What will be the number sentence? It will be 134 seedlings times 54 learners equal to n. Let's perform the operation to get the final answer. We put it in column 134 times 54. The multiplication rule says we start from right going to your left. So we multiply 134 times 4. It will now give you 536. Next, tens. 134 times 5. It will give you 670. So we have now the first and second partial product and we need to sum it up. Therefore, the total product is 7,236 seedlings. Excellent! I'm very sure you are now ready for the next activity. But before we proceed, do you have any clarification? I hope it's crystal clear. Now, let's try this. Find the product of 501 and 34. What is your answer? Correct. It is 17,034. Very good. Now, the next thing is to continue doing the activities and the assessment. If there are some activities which you could not answer, you can go back and review the lesson. Reviewing it could help you perform the activities well. After which, answer what is asked in the generalization or what have I learned. Perform the activities in the application or what I can do. These activities could facilitate the post-assessment and other activities for you to perform. Again, read and understand the direction. Thank you very much for listening.
Kumusta ka na? Ako si Teacher Edith Mary Ann Bulasaw, guro sa Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan sa ika-4 na baitang at ang iyong magiging gabay sa pag-unawa sa module na ito na nilinang ni Teacher Ana C. Bolas. Kahit nasa tahanan ka, maaari ka pa ring matuto sa iba't ibang mga aralin. Sana magabayan ka ng iyong mga kasama sa bahay. Magtulungan tayo! Sa ngayon, pag-aaralan natin ang iba't ibang uri ng mga negosyo sa pamayanan. Ang mga kasanayang pampagkatuto ay inaasahang malilinang mo pagkatapos ng araling ito. Ano-ano ang mga kasanayang ito? Una, nauuri ang iba't ibang negosyo sa pamayanan ayon sa pamamahala o pagmamay-ari at ang laki o liit nito. Pangalawa, naihahambing at ang iba't ibang uri ng negosyo na nakikita sa sariling pamayanan. At panghuli, natatanto ang kahalagahan ng iba't ibang negosyo, maliit man o malaki ang mga ito. Kaya, sa pagtatapos ng module na ito, inaasahang matutukoy at maisalalarawan mo ang iba't ibang negosyo na makikita sa pamayanan. Upang makamit ang layunin ng module na ito, gawin ang mga sumusunod ng masigasig. Una, magdahan-dahan sa pagbabasa sa aralin. Pangalawa, unawain at sundin ang mga panuto sa bawat gawain. Pangatlo, humingi ng gabay mula sa mga magulang, mga nakatatanda o nakababatang kapatid, tiyo o tiya, lolo o lola, kamag-aral, kapitbahay, o guro kung nahihirapan kang unawain ang mga gawain sa module. At panghuli, sagutin lahat ang mga pagsasanay. May dalawang gawain kang dapat sagutan bago magpatuloy sa pagsagot ng mga gawain sa module. Ito ay ang subukin at balikan sa pahina 2 at pahina 3. Ngayon, tayo ay magbabasa ng isang kwento. Pero, bago tayo magpatuloy, atin munang tingnan ang mga tanong na sasagutin natin pagkatapos ng pagbabasa. Okay ba sa'yo? Unang tanong, ano-ano ang mga uri ng tindahan na nabanggit sa kwento? Pangalawa, sino-sino ang mga nagmamay-ari o namamahala dito? Pangatlo, alin-alin sa palagay mo ang nabibilang sa maliliit hanggang katamtamang negosyo? At pang-apat, alin-alin naman ang itinuturing na malaking negosyo? Kuha ba? Sige, ating babasahin ang kwento. Ano ang pamagat ng kwento? Okay, tindahan sa aming pamayanan. Dali-daling umalis si Gilaw buhat sa trabaho. Marami pa kasi siyang dadaanan bago pa uwi. Dumaan muna siya sa tindahan na solong pagmamay-ari ni Aling Melia para bibili ng tingihang mga panahog sa pagluluto. Nadaanan niya si Elsa sa bakery na sosyohang pagmamay-ari ng mga kababaihan. Namamakyaw ito ng mga tinapay kaya mababa lang ang pagbenta sa kanya. Katabi ng bakery ang tindahang kooperatiba ng mga magsasaka na kinabibilangan ni Gilaw. Mga gamit at kinakailangan sa pagsasaka ang ibinibenta rin dito. Lahat ng miyembro ay dito bumibili sa mababang presyo bilang tulong din sa mga magsasaka pagkat ito ang pangunahing layunin ng isang kooperatiba. Habang namimili si Gilaw ng pestisidyo, ay pumasok si Mang Tony na nagtitinda ng mga kakanin tulad ng puto at iba pa. Gumagala ito sa iba't ibang lugar para maglako dahil siya'y walang permanenteng tindahan. Kinailangang bumili ni Gilaw ng payong dahil biglang bumuhos ang ulan. Mabuti na lang at malapit lang ang tindahan ng iba't ibang mga gamit ang pwesto ni Aling Cora. Hindi pa sila nagliligpit ng paninda sa bodega dahil maaga pa at may mga bumibili pa sa kanilang tindahan. Semi-permanent kasi ang bangketa nila at kailangan nilang magligpit ng gamit pagdating ng takip silim. Nagpapasalamat si Gilaw dahil nakauwi na siya sa kabila ng malakas na ulan. Rumaragasang malakas na daloy ng tubig ulan. Natatanaw niya na patungo lahat ng tubig sa malawak na site ng Luzon Hydro na nakabase sa kanilang lugar. Isa ito sa pag-aari ng malaking korporasyon na Aboitiz. Maraming mayayamang tao ang nagmamay-ari nito. Malaking halaga ng pera ang kailangan dito para sa puhunan. Ito ay pangunahing nagsusuplay ng kuryente sa kanilang lugar. Malaki man o maliit na tindahan sa pamayanan ni Gilaw, mahalaga ang mga ito sapagkat natutugunan nila ang mga pangangailangan ng mga mamamayan at nagkakaroon ng kita sa pamilya nila. Yan ang ating kwento. Balikan natin ang mga tanong. Unang tanong, ano-ano ang mga uri ng tindahan na nabanggit sa kwento? Ano ang sagot mo? Kung ang sagot mo ay solong pagmamay-ari, walang permanente, pakyawan, tingihang tindahan, semi-permanent, sosyohan, kooperatiba, at korporasyon. Kapag iyan ang mga sagot mo, tumpak ang iyong mga sagot. Nauuri ito sa maliit at malalaking tindahan, yang mga nabanggit kanina. Pangalawang tanong, sino-sino ang mga nagmamay-ari o namamahala dito? Sa mga maliliit na tindahan, maaaring solo o mag-isa ang nagmamay-ari o sosyohan. Yan ba ang iyong sagot? Very good, kung yan ang iyong sagot. Paano naman sa mga malalaking tindahan? Ang mga ito ay pagmamay-ari ng malalaking korporasyon na nangangailangan ng malaking halaga. Pangatlong tanong, alin-alin sa palagay mo ang nabibilang sa maliliit hanggang katamtamang negosyo? Kung ito ang iyong sagot na kinabibilangan ng maliliit na tindahan, ay yaong kagaya ng mga sari-sari stores at mga di kalakihang bakery, karenderya, parlor, at iba pa. Tama ang iyong sagot. Maliit hanggang sa katamtaman ang lawak ng mga tindahang ito. At panghuling tanong, alin-alin naman ang itinuturing na malaking negosyo? Malalaking tindahan naman ang kinabibilangan ng Luzon Hydro. Pati na rin ang mga hotel, mga restaurant, malls, at mga malalaking grocery. Matatagpuan ang mga tindahan o pabrika ng mga ito sa malalaking gusali o malalawak na lote. Kung yan ang mga sagot mo, very good ka! Kung may maliliit, katamtaman, o malalaking tindahan sa pamayanan ni Nagilaw, mayroon din ba sa inyong mga pamayanan o lugar? Tiyak ko, mayroon. May mga tinatawag din tayong tindahang semi-permanent. Ano-ano ba ang mga tinatawag na tindahang semi-permanent? Kung ang tindera ay nagtitinda sa bangketa, yan ay semi-permanent. So, ang ginagawa niya, siya ay may bodega at inililigpit lamang niya ang kanyang mga paninda o inilalagay sa bodega pagkatapos ng pagtitinda. Ang tindahang di permanent o gumagala ay yaong mga naglalako ng paninda sa iba't ibang lugar, gaya ng mga magsosorbites. Palakad-lakad ang mga yan. Mga magpuputo, magtataho, magpi-fishable, at mga naglalako ng mga nakabilaong gulay o prutas. Yan ay pagala-gala sila para may ikabuhay. May mga dapat kayong gawin sa module. Una, sa pagyamanin, gawin mo ang gawain 1, 2, at 3, kasama ang pagtatasa 1, 2, at 3. Gawin mo ito isa-isa. Kung may mga gawain na hindi mo masagot, ay pwede mong balikan ang mga natapos mong aralin para makatulong na maunawaan ang iyong mga gawain o pagsasanay sa module. Pangatlo, sagutin mo rin ang iba pang mga gawain at ang tayahin sa module para malaman mo kung natamo mo ang kasanayan o learning competencies. Kung hindi, ay balikan mo ang mga pagsasanay. At kung mayroon kang mga katanungan, pwede kang humingi ng tulong sa iyong mga magulang, mga nakatatanda o nakababatang kapatid, kay lolo o lola, at iba pang kasapi ng pamilya. Pwede ka ring mag-text, tumawag, o magpadala sa messenger sa akin, o kaya magpadala ng mensahe sa iyong guro. Ito ang iyong module sa Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan sa ika-4 na baitang. Ako'y umaasa na maging makabuluhan ang iyong pagsagot sa mga gawain sa module na ito. Edith Mary Ann L. Bulasaw, ang iyong guro, at si Teacher Ana C. Bolas, tagalinang ng module na ito. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat.
Good morning, learners, parents, and guardians. I am Elmerine Panagan. I will be your teacher for today. We will be learning while having fun. Do you have this module with you? This will be our first module for this week. We will be learning the correct order of operations to be used when there are more than one operations, either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. You will be adventuring from one activity to the other, where exciting and challenging activities awaits you. Before we start the lesson, may I remind you to take the pre-test, or what I know, to determine the level of knowledge in this module. Please be guided with the instructions written in this module. To our parents, guardians, please do assist our learners to facilitate understanding. This video module will help you a lot. Are you ready? We have here Ben and Anna. They're going to answer a mathematical equation, which is, what is 10 plus 6 times 5? Have you experienced this problem? What are the operations are there in the mathematical expression? Let's see how Anna and Ben answered the problem. Let's take a look on the answer of Anna. She answered it by adding 10 plus 6 is equal to 16, then multiplied 16 by 6, which is equal to 96. However, Ben did it in different way. He multiplied 6 times 5, which is 30, then added 10 and 30, which is equal to 40. Between Anna and Ben, who got the correct answer? Is it Anna or Ben? Let's have the rules in answering series of operation. In a series of operation, certain rules must be followed to arrive at one specific answer. Here, the M-DAS rule must be followed correctly to get the right answer. The M-DAS stands for the 4 basic operations. We have multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So here are the rules. M-DAS rule. Rule number 1, multiply or divide first in the order as they come from left to right. Rule number 2, then add or subtract in the order as they come from left to right. So let's go back to the problem of Anna and Ben a while ago. We have 10 plus 6 times 5. Following the rules of M-DAS, first rule is multiply or divide first in the order as they come from left to right. So, in this equation, 10 plus 6 times 5, we're going to have first to multiply 6 and 5. So, 6 times 5 is equal to 30. Next rule, rule number 2. Add or subtract in the order as they come from left to right. So, we're now going to add 10 plus 30 is equal to 40. So, who among Ben and Anna got the correct answer? Yes, it's Ben. Why? Very good. He followed the M-DAS rule. I will give you another one example. We have here a mathematical expression, 35 divided by 5 times 2 minus 5. What will be the first rule? Rule number 1, multiply or divide first in the order as they come from left to right. So, we have here division and multiplication, then subtraction. We're going to divide first and then multiply because rule number 1 says you're going to multiply or divide in the order as they come from left to right. So first is you're going to divide 35 divided by 5, which is 7. Very good. Next, you're going to multiply 7 times 2, which is equal to 14. Yes. Then after that, we're going to have rule number 2, which is add or subtract in the order as they come from left to right. So we're going to subtract 14 by 5, which is equal to 9. Okay, Is it amazing how MDAS rules work? We have another example. The equation, which is 2 times 9 minus 8 divided by 2 plus 10. If we're going to look at it, there are 4 operations. We have multiplication, subtraction, division, and addition. Following the rules of MDAS, first rule, multiply or divide first in the order as they come from left to right. So we will first do the multiplication and division. So let's multiply 2 times 9 is equal to 18. Then let's divide 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. Let's proceed now to rule number 2. We're now going to subtract and add. So we are going to have 18 minus 4 is equal to 14. And 14 plus 10 is 24. So that is the MDAS rule. We have here another problem. Let's analyze the equation 8 plus 3 times 2, open and close parenthesis, divided by 2 minus 5. What did you notice in that problem or mathematical expression? Yes, it has 4 operations. We have addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Aside from the operation, what else? Yes, it has what we call parentheses. Now, how are we going to solve this problem? We have here rules in solving such problem. Listen. Rule number 1. Do the operations inside the parentheses or grouping symbols. The grouping symbols are parentheses, brackets, and braces, beginning with the innermost part. Rule number 2. Do multiplication or division as they occur from left to right. Rule number 3. Do addition or subtraction as they occur from left to right. You are going to put together the beginning letters of parentheses or group, multiply, divide, add, subtract, and you will have the what we call PMDAS or GMDAS. So we're going to learn another lesson, which is PEMDAS and GEMDAS. Looking at the problem a while ago, which is 8 plus 3 times 2, open and close parentheses, divided by 2 minus 5. Following the rules, which is rule number 1, solve the operation inside the parentheses. So, we're going first to multiply 3 and 2. So, 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Then, add 8 and 6, which is equal to 14. After doing the operation inside the parentheses, we're going now to do rule number 2. We're going to divide 14 by 2, which is equal to 7. And rule number 3, subtract 7 minus 5, which is equal to 2. So our final answer is equal to 2. So amazing, isn't it? Let's have another example. We have here 3 times, and then there is a grouping, 14 divided by 7 times, open and close parentheses, 8 minus 3 and then divided by 5. If we're going to notice, we have here parentheses and then the brackets. So we're going to solve following the PEMDAS rule. Rule number 1, solve the operations inside the parentheses and bracket. You're going to do first what is in the parentheses and then lastly in the bracket. So start in the innermost part. So, are you ready? Let's have 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. After that, we have already division and multiplication. So, do it from left to right. Divide first. 14 divided by 7 is equal to 2. Next, multiply now 2 times 5. We have here multiplication. So 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Very good. We have now 3 times 10 divided by 5. If we're going to notice, we have already multiplication and division. So go to rule number 2. Multiply or divide as they occur from left to right. So from left to right. Multiply 3 times 10, which is equal to 30. After that, 30 divided by 5, which is equal to 6. Our final answer is equal to 6. Okay, we have here another problem. If we're going to notice, we have here parentheses, we have here brackets, we have here braces. So following the PEMDAS rule, we're going to do first the operations in the grouping, starting from the parentheses, going to the brackets, and braces. So, are you ready? Let's do it. Let's divide 15 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Next, let's proceed to the brackets. Analyze first. Since it is addition and subtraction, we're going to answer it starting from left to right. So let's add 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And then subtract 8 minus 2 is equal to 6. Yes. After the brackets, let's proceed to the braces. Since braces, the operations that are left is addition and subtraction, we're going to do it from left to right. So let's add 5 plus 6 is equal to 11. And then subtract 11 minus 5, which is equal to 6. We are not yet done. Let's multiply now 20 times 6. So 20 times 6 is equal to 120. So our final answer in this mathematical expression is equal to 120. Have you understood our lesson? Very good. Now, what will you do next is to continue doing the activities and assessment. If there are some activities which you could not answer, you can go back to the video lesson or the examples in the module. It could help you perform the activities. After which, answer what is asked in the generalization or what I have learned. And then perform the activity under what I can do that could facilitate to answer the post-assessment and other activities for you to perform. Here are some reminders in doing the module. First, Read and follow the direction in each activity. Use your mathematics notebook for your answers. Finish the first activity before going to the next activity. I know you can do it. Good luck!
Hello there! I hope you're having a good day. Nice to see you. I'll be your teacher for today. Call me Teacher Cherry. I hope you're excited to learn something new. Let's get started and hope you will have fun learning. We shall focus on the physical properties of matter developed by Miss Connie Marie Salapio. Oh. From our previous lesson, which was Module 2, we have two classifications of waste. For a refresher, let's watch the video.
Waste can be broadly categorized under two types, namely biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Biodegradable waste. Examples include vegetable and fruit peels, food scraps, paper, plant or grass trimmings, dry leaves, sewage, etc. These wastes break down and get decomposed by the action of microorganisms on them. Thus, what was obtained from the soil gets returned to the soil without any negative consequences. Non-biodegradable waste. Examples include plastics, nuclear waste, electronic trash, batteries, wall paints, varnish, motor oil, pesticides and chemicals, construction materials, tires, etc. These wastes cannot be broken down and thereby do not get decomposed. As such, they pile up and spoil the fertility of the soil. Worse, some of these wastes are known to emanate harmful radiation into the atmosphere, thereby degrading the environment. It is important to note that burning these wastes release poisonous gases and therefore pose significant hazard to life and environment.
So what are the two classifications of waste? Can I have the answer? Very good. We have biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So for a wrap-up, biodegradable materials refers to a product breaking down into natural elements that fertilizes the soil, and it is very good for the environment. While non-biodegradable are substances which cannot be broken down by natural agents which act as pollution to the environment. For our new topic, we will focus on the physical properties of matter, which are hardness, brittleness, flexibility, elasticity, conductibility, malleability, ductility, and porosity. Let's have a further discussion of each of the physical properties of matter. Okay, let's have the hardness, which was mentioned a while ago. So, hardness, they are materials that have strength. Toughness, which may cause it to break. Example, iron. And diamond, which diamond is the hardest of all the materials on earth. We have brittleness. Brittleness is the tendency of solid materials to be broken into pieces. Example, clay pots, we have glass, we have peanut brittle, and we have glasses. My glass is one example. Flexibility. What is flexibility? This is a material which has the ability to bend without breaking and it will return to its normal shape or size. Example, we have plastic, the ruler. Okay, next. Elasticity. What is elasticity? This is the ability of a material to be stretched. It will be stretched and then it will return to its original shape. Next, conductibility. This is the ability of a material to transmit heat or thermal energy and electricity. Example, we have the copper wire. We have pots or pans that is being used in the kitchen. Next is malleability. What is malleability? This measures the ability of a solid to be pounded into thin sheets. Okay? Examples are the aluminum foil. We have gold also, which can be pounded into jewelries. Next is ductibility. What is ductibility? This is the ability of material to be drawn into thin wires. Don't be confused. Don't be confused with malleability and ductibility, because malleability is thin sheets, while ductility is thin wires. Okay? Next is porosity. What is porosity? This is the ability of a material to absorb water or liquid. Example of this is our bath towels, or we have the sponge that is being used in the kitchen. Okay, so for a review, let's have all the different physical properties of matter. What are they? We have hardness, conductibility, brittleness, ductility, porosity, elasticity, malleability, and flexibility. Okay? Let's have a mind challenge to test how much you have understood the lesson. Right, so let's go to number 1 of our mind challenge. This is the ability to conduct heat or electricity. What's the answer? The answer is conductibility. Good. Next, number 2. An example of this is diamond. Diamond. Okay, what's the answer? Very good. Good job. Hardness. Next. They are materials that can be hammered into thin sheets. I repeat, thin sheets. Answer is very good. Excellent. Malleability. Next, ability of a material to be drawn into thin wires. Thin wires. The answer? It is ductility. Very good. Okay. For our next activity, we shall classify the following materials based on their physical properties by putting a check on the appropriate column. Okay? Ready? We have rubber. Where should rubber go? Is it under hardness, brittleness, flexibility, elasticity, conductivity, malleability, ductility, or porosity? Answer? Rubber is elasticity. Good job. Very good. Next, we have iron. Where is iron supposed to be? Answer is malleability. Okay, very good. Next, we go to electrical wires. Electrical wires. Good job. We have ductility. Very good. Next one. Paper. Paper. Where is paper? What properties paper? Very good. It is porosity. Porosity. Okay. Next. Last one. We have wood. Wood. What column? Or what property? Good job. It is hardness. Very good. Okay? So you are now ready to answer your module. Good luck and thank you for listening. Have a good
Magandang araw sa iyo. Ako si Ma'am Emma, ang iyong guro sa Filipino 6. Bilang iyong guro, ako'y natutuwa dahil maaari ka pa ring matuto sa iba't ibang aralin kahit na nasa loob ka ng iyong tahanan. Magtutulungan tayo kasama ang iyong magulang o nakatatandang kapatid na kasama sa bahay upang tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang iyong pag-aaral. Siguruhin natin na laging masaya at makabuluhan ang iyong pag-aaral. Sa ngayon, tingnan mo ang module sa Filipino na pinamagatang nasasagot ang mga tanong at napagsusunod-sunod ang mga pangyayari ng kwento o seleksyong binasa o napakinggan. Pagkatapos ng aralin na tatagal ng 5 araw, inaasahang malilinang mo ang mga sumusunod na kasanayan. Una, nasasagot ang mga tanong mula sa kwento o seleksyong binasa o napakinggan. Pangalawa, napagsusunod-sunod ang mga pangyayari ng kwento o seleksyong binasa o napakinggan. Ikatlo, may matututunan kang aral sa mga kwento o seleksyon. Upang maging makabuluhan ang iyong pag-aaral, siguruhin lamang na pakinggan, basahin mo ng mabuti ang bawat panuto bago sagutin ang mga gawain. Isagawa ang mga gawain sa aralin na naitakda sa bawat araw. Siguruhin na personal mong sasagutin muna ang mga gawain o pagsasanay bago ka sumangguni sa mga susing kasagutan na nasa huling bahagi ng module. Sagutin mo muna batay sa sarili mong kaalaman ang bahaging subukin bago mo tingnan ang mga susing sagot. Gayon din sa bahaging tuklasin, suriin, pagyamanin, isaisip, isagawa at tayahin. Gawin o sagutin mo muna sa personal mong kaalaman at pag-unawa bago sumangguni sa mga susing kasagutan. Kung natatandaan mo ang natutuhan mo noon sa ika-5 baitang, narito ang mga pamantayan tungkol sa maayos na pagtatanong at pagsagot ng mga tanong. Una, maikli lang ang inaasahang sagot. Pangalawa, bago sumagot sa mga tanong na ano, ano-ano, sino, sino-sino, kailan, Saan? Bakit at paano? Mabuting tumigil muna, sumandali, at suriing mabuti ang nilalaman ng tanong upang makatiyak na tumpak ang magiging kasagutan. Halimbawa, tingnan natin ang talahanayan. May tanong para sa isahan, maramihan. So, ang sagot ay nababatay sa kung ilan ang tinatanong na sagot. Ang mga tanong na nagsisimula sa bakit at paano ay nangangailangan ng mas malalimang pangunawa upang makasagot ng maayos at tama. Ang bakit ay kadalasang humihingi ng mga dahilan ng pangyayari, samantalang ang paano ay humihingi ng mga kasagutang na patutungkol sa pamamaraan. Halimbawa, bakit nagkaroon uli ng lockdown sa Kamaynilahan? Sagot, upang mabigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga ospital at pamahalaan na muling ilatag ang estratehiya sa pagpigil ng pagkalat ng virus. Isa pang halimbawa, paano pipigilan ang pagkalat ng COVID? Sagot, paiigtingin ng pamahalaan ang wastong contact tracing at pagpapalawak ng COVID testing. Sa bawat kwento, seleksyon o anumang binabasa natin, siguraduhing may mapupulot kang aral dito. Lahat ng mga kaalamang ito ay malilinang mo kapag nagawa mo ang lahat ng aktibidad na nakapaloob sa module. Sana ay kagigiliwan mo ang mga gawain sa module na ito. Tandaan mo, nakaantabay lang ako sakaling mayroon kang isasangguni o itatanong. Hanggang sa muli nating pagkikita, ako ang iyong guro,